Engaging further with the thank you ma'am text. By today, you should have finished annotating the text, "Thank you ma'am" by Langston Hughes. Be sure that you have submitted your annotated text to Friday's assignment for the completion grade. This week we'll be working towards the completion of a writing prompt related to this text. Forgiveness, kindness, and empathy have a positive impact on a person's life. How has Roger changed as a result of Mrs. Luella Bates Washington Jones's kindness? Argue whether this interaction will continue to impact Roger's life going forward. Assignment. Today I want you to look at what the text says about Roger's reactions to Mrs. Luella Bates Washington Jones's acts of kindness. Make a copy of this chart and save it in your ELA 8 folder. Complete the chart by copying and pasting evidence into each claim. Be sure to indicate the paragraph number with pasted evidence, then submit your chart to the assignment. For example, I'm going to make a copy of this chart. Make a copy. I'm going to make sure after it's loaded that I've moved it into my ELA 8 folder. You have to wait until you see this little icon. Or if you click File, you can click Move and find your ELA 8 folder. For example, here is mine. And I'm going to move it here. Now, this chart is very important because we're going to be gathering this evidence. How has Roger changed as a result to Mrs. Luella Bates Washington Jones's kindness? You've already made a copy of this. Now you need to go back into your thank you ma'am text, like this, to pull evidence into this chart. For example, today you are looking for evidence in Roger's responses to Mrs. Luella Bates Washington Jones' kindness acts. So for example, I might go back into my thank you ma'am text and see right here in paragraph 16 where she says, "You ought to be my son. I would teach you right from wrong. Least I can do right now is to wash your face. Are you hungry?" This is where she's offering him food, just checking to see if his face is washed. And he says, "No, ma'am," he said, or said the being dragged boy, "I just want you to turn me loose." This is his response to her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. In quotations, I'm going to paste it in. And what we're going to do is we're going to change this quotation mark to a single quotation. Because this is a quote within a quote. Then we're going to indicate what paragraph we got this. We know that our author's last name is Hughes. And the paragraph we received this from was 17. So I'm going to put 17. And then I'm going to leave some space for my next piece of evidence. Continue to do this until you've gone through the entire text, recording Roger's responses to Mrs. Luella Bates Washington Jones. If you have any questions, make sure that you're reaching out and emailing your teachers, and make sure that you're looking back at your thank you ma'am text and that this is in your ELA 8 folder.